Hi everyone. In this video we are going to see 6th Social Geography Chapter 1. Totally we are having 8 chapters in geography. We are going to see Chapter 1, the Earth in the Solar System. Before entering into this, we want to be clear about the definitions. We are having totally 3 divisions in social: history, geography, civics. I will give you simple definitions for all these 3. History means study about past. History means study about our past. Geography means study about places. Geography means study about places. And civics means studying about people's right. Studying about people's right. Okay. Here in this video, we are going to see Chapter 1. Geography Chapter 1. Totally we are having 8 chapters. And the brief definition of geography is, already I said, geography is study of places and relationship between peoples and environment, which place we are living, right? Like that, about that places, maybe oceans, continents, mountains, whatever it is, which place, which environment we are living, that we are going to study in geography. Geography means study of places and relationship between people and their environment. That is called geography. Right, what is geography? Geography is study of places and relationship between peoples and environment. And this is a cover page of your 6th social geography book, that is 6th geography book. And topics in this chapter is, we are going to cover all these topics in this chapter: universe, galaxy, solar system, under solar system, sun, planets, earth, moon, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, and full moon, new moon, constellation, examples of constellation, pole star, difference between star and planet. In this part 1 video, I am going to cover first 6 topics, that is universe, galaxy, solar system, sun, planets and earth. Right. Before entering into this chapter, we all want to locate our own place where we are staying. Just I have taken my school as an example. We will go by reverse order. Listen here, my school is placed in village or place or town, whatever it is, where you are staying, it is village. So the village name is Kovilpatti, and this Kovilpatti comes under which taluk? It is Tirupattur, and Tirupattur comes under which district? The district is Sivagangai. Sivagangai comes under which state? Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu comes under which country? India. India is in which continent? Totally we are having 7 continents and India is in Asia. Continent name Asia. Asia is the largest continent. Which planet we are living? Yes, it is Earth. And these 3 definitions are very important about solar system, galaxy and universe. If you want, you can pause the video and you can take screenshots of this definitions. So what is mean by solar system? Everyone, if I say the name solar system, what you will remember? Yes, of course, it is sun. So sun is the head of the solar system and center of the solar system. So solar system means, what will be the first thing? Sun. 8 planets. Totally we are having 8 planets, satellites and celestial bodies. So we are going to study about the celestial bodies in the further slides. Celestial bodies like asteroids, meteoroids and comets, everything form a solar system. All these are the members of solar system. What are they? Sun, 8 planets, satellites, celestial bodies like asteroids, meteoroids and comets form solar system. This is the important definition. And what does it mean by galaxy, and in which galaxy we are living? Everyone here studied in previous standards, I think so. What is our galaxy? In which galaxy we are living? We are living in the galaxy known as Milky Way. And what does mean by galaxy? Yeah, in sky, what and all you can see? Stars, clouds, moon, sun, everything, right? So these stars, billions of stars. How many stars? Billions of, more than billions of stars, and clouds of dust form clouds, right? So clouds of dust and many gases will be there in space, and all these 3 forms galaxy. What and all forms galaxy? Billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases form galaxy. Which galaxy we are living? We are living in Milky Way. And what does mean by universe? Like this galaxy, millions of galaxies form a universe. Millions of galaxies form a universe. till they are finding about this universe still. Right, millions of galaxies form universe. And just we will revise this slide once again. Which is the village you are living, you want to know about that, and which taluk you are under, and which district, which state you are living, which country you are living. That country is India. India comes under which continent? Asia. Which planet we are living? Earth. What does mean by solar system? What are the members of solar system? Yes, head of the solar system is sun. 8 planets, satellites, celestial bodies like asteroids, meteoroids and comets form solar system. What does mean by galaxy, and which galaxy we are living? Galaxy means billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases form galaxy. Which is our galaxy? Milky Way. And what does mean by universe? Millions of galaxies form universe. Millions of galaxies form universe. And already I said sun is the head of the solar system and center of the solar system. Why it is called the center of the solar system? Because sun is having some pulling force. Pulling na, it means ilikkaradu, right? Pulling force. So due to this pulling force, it binds all the members of the solar system to revolve around it. All the members. What are the members of solar system? Except sun, planets, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, everything will revolve around this sun. Right, so what sun is having which force? Sun is having pulling force. So it binds all the members of the solar system to revolve around it. So it is center of the solar system. In further slides, I will show you the picture of the solar system. You can able to understand easily. And the sun is made up of what? The sun is made up of extremely very high amount of hot gases. But why can't we feel this temperature in the earth? Because see here, the distance between earth and sun is 150 million kilometers. How many kilometers it is? 150 million kilometers. So only we can't able to feel the temperature about the that hot gases in this earth. Already I said which planet we are living. We are living in earth, right? We are living here. The sun is how much distance from us? 150 billion kilometers. So only we can't able to feel that extreme hot gas temperature in this planet earth. And which gives heat and light for earth? Everyone know. Yes, everyone know. Sun only will give heat and light for all the planets, not only for earth. It will be the source of heat and light for all the planets, right? Then we are moving to planets. About sun is this head and the center of the solar system, and it is made up of what? It is made up of extremely hot gases. And what force sun is having? Sun is having pulling force. Due to this pulling force only, it will bind all the members. All the members means planets, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, everything will revolve around this sun. And sun will give heat and light to all the planets. And why can't we feel this extremely hot gases temperature in this planet earth? Which planet we are living? Earth. Because the distance between sun and earth is how many kilometers? 150 million kilometers. So only we can't able to feel that heat in earth, right? Then about planets. First we want to define planet, right? What is the definition of planet? Here I have given. So say me which planet we are living. I said it is earth. Whether earth is very small or it is large? Yes, it is very large. So all the planets are very large. So I am giving the word here large. And whether we are artificially making any planets? No, it is natural object. So the word natural object. Planets are large natural objects. Already I said all the planets, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, everything will revolve around dash. It is sun, because sun is having what force? Pulling force. So all these planets revolve around sun. So now you can you easily define. You can give your own definition. I have given my own definition here. Planets are large natural objects that revolve around what? Sun. Planets are large natural objects that revolve around sun. Totally how many planets are there? Yes, 8 planets are there. What are they? According to the distance from the sun, here they have given the name Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Right. How can you remember the name of all the planets? You can remember easily through mnemonics. You can set your own mnemonics. That is taking first letter of all the words and you are setting your own sentence. So just I am going to give an example here. My very elegant mother just serve us nuts. You can refer the sentence and you can take first letter of all the words and you can frame these planet names: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And which is the nearest planet? Of course it is Mercury. And second nearest planet is Venus. Venus is also called as Earth twins. Why it is called as Earth twins? What does mean by twins? Resembles as same. Both Venus and Earth, it will resemble looking like same planets. So it is called as Earth twins. It will resemble same. Everything, all the shape, everything, it will be resemble same. So Venus and Earth, they are calling said to us Earth twins. Venus is called as Earth twins. And before 2006, this Pluto, it is also one of the planet. Totally, before 2006, we are saying we said that we are having 9 planets. But after 2006, in astronomical union, in one meeting, they said that Pluto is a dwarf planet. What does mean by dwarf? Dwarf means comparatively small. Comparatively small. It is comparatively small than all other planets. So it is called as dwarf planet and it is not taken into the account. Right. So what about planets we saw? Planets are large natural objects that revolve around sun. How many planets are there? 8 planets. What are they? According to the distance from the sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And which is the nearest planet to the sun? That is Mercury. Which is Earth twins? Venus. And Pluto is also called as dwarf planet because dwarf means comparatively small. So they have edited this Pluto and they didn't take this Pluto into account after 2006. Totally how many planets now we are having? 8 planets. And about orbit. What does mean by orbit? So already I said you, which is the center of the solar system? Now you can say, which is the center of the solar system? Sun. And which is the nearest planet to the solar system? Mercury. Second nearest planet? Venus. And this is our planet. Our planet is Earth. Right. All these planets, can you able to see one elliptical or elongated circle here? Elliptical shape here? Yes. What does mean by elliptical? For example, you take one rubber band. If you are pulling in both the sides, which shape you can see? One elliptical shape or elongated shape. That is called elongated or elliptical shape. So all these planets will revolve around sun, that you know. All these planets will revolve around sun in fixed elongated path, in same path. Every time, if you take Mercury, this is the path for Mercury. Every time it will go through the same path, not in a different path. All days, all years, every year it will revolve around same fixed path. And the shape of the path is elliptical or elongated. Now you can easily define orbit. All planets revolve around sun in fixed elongated or elliptical path is called orbit. What does mean by orbit? All planets revolve around sun in fixed elongated path or elliptical path is called orbit, right? And we are going to see about Earth. Earth is third nearest planet to the sun. It is, yes, third nearest planet to the sun. And do you know, everyone, if they are asking question, what is the shape of the Earth, immediately you will say that it is sphere. But it is actually not sphere. It is geoid shape. What is the shape of the Earth? It is geoid shape. What is the shape of the Earth? It is geoid shape. I will show you what is mean by geoid. So just this is a sphere. Everyone know 3-dimensional circle, it is called as a sphere. If you are flattening this both the poles, the end of the ball, if you are taking one ball and you are flattening this ball, cutting both the edges of the ball, and if it is bulged in the middle, flattened at the poles and bulge in the middle, that is called geoid. Take one ball, cut both the ends of the ball, and the center it will be bulged, that is called geoid shape. Flatten at the poles and bulge in the middle, that is called geoid. That is not accurately sphere, resembles like sphere. Flatten, you can see here, it is not the shape of the Earth complete accurately. It is not a sphere shape, it is geoid shape. See here, it is bulged in the middle. Can you able to see in this picture? This is the real shape of the Earth, that is geoid. What is the shape of the Earth? Geoid. What does mean by geoid? flatten at the poles and bulge in the middle. That is called geoid shape. And Earth is also called as blue planet and watery planet. Why Earth is called as blue planet? Because see, do you know what is the color of the water? Actually, yeah, accurately, water don't have any color, right? So, but if you are seeing any oceans or sea from a long distance, the water look like blue color, right? So, we are giving total Earth. See, assume that this is Earth. So, I am dividing this Earth into 3 parts. How many parts I am dividing the Earth into? 3 parts. 1, 2 and 3. Right. In this 3 portions of the Earth, 2 portions are completely covered by water. So, only the Earth is called as blue planet. So, only the Earth is called as blue planet. Right. 2/3 of the Earth is covered by water. So, only Earth is called as blue planet. That is how many percentage? 70% of the Earth is covered by water. So, only Earth is called as blue planet or watery planet. Earth is also called as unique planet. What does mean by unique? If I am saying some student as you are a unique student. Unique means different from others. How the Earth is different from other planets? Can you able to differentiate Earth and other planets? Yes. Only in Earth we can live. Human beings can live only in Earth. Can we able to live in any other planets? No. Because why? In Earth only we are having air, water and gravitational force for our survival. All other planets don't have air, water or gravitational force. Without air can we live? No. Without water can we live? No. Without gravitational force can we able to stand in the land? No. So all these 3 present only in the planet Earth. So only Earth is called as unique planet and it is also called as blue planet, also called as watery planet. That's all. I have covered 6 topics in this part 1. That is universe, galaxy, solar system, sun, earth, right? So remaining topics we will see in the next part. Thank you. Yes, moon is the natural satellite of the earth, but we are having many artificial satellites, but only one natural satellite of the earth is only moon, and for all other planets they also have moon. And we discussed that sun, and what is the distance between sun and the earth? It is 150 million kilometers. And what is the distance between moon and the earth is 3,84,400 kilometers. So what you can understand from this is the distance between moon and the earth is very less compared to moon, earth and sun. And moon moves around the earth in how many days? Means it takes for one revolution it takes 27 days. And no one can stay in moon. Can we able to survey in moon? No, because we won't have any favorable conditions like air, water, and only mountains and depressions only there will be in moon. So we cannot able to survive in moon, and it is the only one natural satellite of our earth. And already we discussed about celestial bodies, that is asteroids, meteoroids, comets. What does mean by asteroids, and what is the difference between asteroids and planets? In this slide we are going to see. So this is asteroids. Asteroids are larger rocky materials which move around sun. But planets also move around sun. Already we have studied. But what is the difference between these two? Means asteroids will move around sun in different path. Each time it will move it will move around different path. But planets always follow a same path, that is orbit. But asteroids will move here and there, not in a same path. And what is the difference between asteroids and meteoroids? Means asteroids are larger rocky materials and meteoroids are smaller rocky materials. Both move around sun only. And sometimes when here I will zoom you meteoroids. See, when it come near earth, it will be burned due to friction. So when both are attracting, there will be some friction, so it get burned. Meteoroids will get burned and it will be come down into the earth and make some hole in the earth also. You have heard in Tamil that erical. Sometimes it will be fall in some places. You may even see that. So these are meteoroids. Meteoroids are smaller rocky materials that move around sun. When it comes near the earth, it will get burned and it will and that will move inside, fall inside the earth, and it will make a hollow space in the earth. And I will zoom you that comets. Comets means Comets formed by ice and dust. Ice materials and dust materials, everything totally form a comets. These also move around sun. These are asteroids, meteoroids, comets. And full moon. Actually, during evening time, maybe in 6 or 6:15, you can see 1 or 2 stars. And after time increasing, maybe 6:30 or 6:45, you can see many stars. And you can also note that all the stars it won't twinkle. Only some stars it will twinkle, and some stars it won't twinkle. And what is the actual shape of the star is dot. What is the actual shape of the star? It is dot. But why we are drawing the star like this in manner means due to its twinklingness, because star will twinkle, so only we are drawing the shape of the star differently, not as a dot. And moon, if you are taking moon, whether moon will be in same size in all the days? No, it will be in different shape and different size in every days. I have given here 2 examples. Full moon, what does mean by full moon? In Tamil it is called Paurnami, and in English it is called Purnima. Full moon is also called as Purnima, and you can see the full moon in that particular day. A new moon means we cannot see any moon. In Tamil it is called Ammavasai, and in English it is called Ammavasaya. So other name for moon is Purnima, and other name for new moon is Ammavasaya. And what does mean by celestial bodies? We said already discussed that solar system means the sun, 8 planets, satellites, celestial bodies. What does mean by celestial bodies? You remember about sky. What and all you remember about sky. What and all you can see in sky? Morning you can see sun, night you can see moon, stars and planets. Everything you can view in night. So you can define that the sun, the moon and all shining objects like stars, planets, everything form a celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies will be very big and hot. For example, you can see sun. What sun is made up of? Already we have discussed what sun is made up of. Sun is made up of hot gases, and the sun it will have both sun and star it will have own heat and light. And sun is also a star. Whether star, if we are seeing star from the earth, it will be looking like a dot. It will be very small. But whether the actual shape of the size of the star is very small? No, it is actually very large. But the distance between the star and the earth is very high. So only we can able to view only small portion. It is like a small shape, a small size. We can view only small size of the star because we are far away from star. And what are the difference between star and planet? Sun is also a star, already I said. So sun is having its own light and heat. So like that, star is also having own light and heat. But planets do not have their own light and heat. And can we able to count stars? No. Stars are countless. Yes, we know planets. How many planets are there? 8 planets are there. Stars can twinkle. Some stars can twinkle, already I said. But planets cannot twinkle. And stars will be in the same place. But planets will revolve around sun. Already we discussed about this. And I said that the shape of the star is dot and shape of the planet is sphere. And see, star itself it is having their own heat and light. So it is it have very high temperature. And planets receiving the heat and light from stars. So it is having low temperature. These are the difference between stars and planets. And constellation. What does mean by constellation? If you are keenly observing the sky, you can see many patterns. Maybe 3-star pattern, or many like S type or zigzag type, or many like beer type. We can see many type of patterns in sky, night sky. So what is the definition for constellation? Means group of stars. One star can't make a pattern, so we want group of stars. Group of stars form a pattern. It is called constellation. Many stars. Group of stars means many stars. Group of stars form some pattern. Maybe the pattern may be S, pattern may be reverse S, it may be a line, it may be like a beer, whatever it is. Group of stars form a pattern. It is called constellation. Example, Ursa Major, Saptarishi. What is the meaning of Ursa Major? Is also called as big bear. And because it looked like a bear shape, the animal bear, it looked like an animal bear, so it is called big bear. And Saptarishi, what does mean by Sabda? Sabda means 7, Rishi means sages. From the word itself we can understand Sabda means 7. So this group of stars have 7 stars. How many stars will be there? 7 stars. If we are viewing from the last 2 stars of Saptarishi, you can view 1 star, that is North Star or Pole Star. Why? For what we are using this North Star or Pole Star? In previous ancient period, we don't have any compass or we don't have anything to find the directions. So, using this North Star only, they will give you the directions that it is north direction, where the North Star is placed. So, that is north direction. Like that, the peoples, maybe if you can check with your grandparents, they can say like this. So, that's all about chapter 1. We gone through what is meant by universe, galaxy, solar system, sun, earth, planets, moon, asteroids, meteoroids, comets, celestial bodies, constellation, right? So it is a very interesting topic. Chapter 1, the earth and the solar system. Over here, chapter over. If you want anything, you can pass it and you can take screenshots. Thank you for everyone.